Let me tell you about Assassin's Creed 2. This game was my childhood favorite. July 2013, Xbox released it for free because I was a bitch boy and I paid for my online games, and I played the hell out of this game. It was the magnum opus of gaming for me, and every Assassin's Creed afterwards seemed to have just lost my attention entirely. 3 bad, 4 good but lacking, Unity bad, Syndicate meh. But as I replayed the games, I slowly realized that shit changed as I grew older. Suddenly, games like Unity were some of my favorites and the most fun. While the rest of my opinions started changing, I realized that Fable 3 was also one of my favorite games as I was a child, but that game is dog shit to me now. But one day I logged into PlayStation, fuck you Xbox, and I saw the Ezio collection was on sale for 20 bucks. Holy hell in a handbasket, I was excited. I could not wait until I got my hands on AC2, and it's dog shit. This game sucks, and I mean hard. Harder than a plunger on a laminate floor. Harder than your mom on... You see this? This is Assassin's Creed 2. This game is an amalgamation of Prince of Persia and Liquid Ass. It tries so hard to be fun, it forgets fun on the side of the road, 15,000 miles back. There are approximately 200 missions in Assassin's Creed 2. There is one fun mission in Assassin's Creed 2. Thanks, Leonardo da Vinci. The gameplay is okay in a solid base of what could have been an amazing game when it works. But the story, while still great as a book, it ruins gameplay. All these fucking courier missions and tailing missions were the bane of me. I 100%ed this game in about 21 hours, and it could have been cut down to about 5 without those missions failing me anytime a guard on a rooftop looked at me funny and deciding my butt looks right for the plugging. The stealth in this game just doesn't exist, so don't go in expecting to be some sneaky ninja badass, because it just doesn't happen. Instead, you'll find yourself fumbling through a crowd of civilians that are rather tired of your nonsense and want to have a word with your mother. I do find it fun to right-trigger circle my way through these large crowds just to feel like a steamroller through a hamster convention. The combat is so brain-dead easy. As long as you hold right-trigger and spam the holy hell out of square, you'll win every fight. Except for these guys. They never die no matter what. And that about sums up gameplay, so let's do an incredibly awkward segue into everything else. The setting is a gift from God. You have Florence, Venice, Bumblefuck Nowhere, the Villa, and Tuscany. I have to say that the breakdown comes to about 50% Venice, 30% Florence, 15% Villa, 5% Tuscany, and 0% Forlì, since it's literally just a segue into Venice. Oh, and some shitty DLC missions that aren't worth playing. Seriously, if you buy this game, don't buy the DLC. You'll actually just end up hating it more. I do have to say the story is rather enjoyable. It's about a young boy named Edgy Audio DeForest, and while Eidos is stuck in, as his last name suggests, the storage, his father Giovanni Autism is secretly an Italian ninja. But as the plot device would make you assume, Eidos' family fucking dies, except the women. So he takes them to Macaroni, where his uncle's all like, "It's me, Mario," and Ezio's all like, "We're leaving," and his uncle's like, "Wait, become an assassin," and Edit is all like, "Okay." So he spends 13 sequences in 20 years being a little bitch until, spoiler alert, this game is 8 years old, he fistfights the Pope over his papal staff and a marble. You think I'm joking? Look at this shit. Now, one of the only redeeming parts of this game was Ding Dong Mild. Ding Dong was the only character worthwhile, and that's because he was relatable. He didn't know what the fuck was going on, but he wanted to help, or he wanted Lucy's coup, so he helped out. So for that, you have to put up with Rebecca's quirkiness, Lucy's mopiness, and Sean. That's all I'm going to say about Sean. Fuck Sean. Now, I would say that that's where this review can end, but no. Ubisoft fucked up again. They literally poured an 8-year-old game to current consoles with nothing but a filter removed that made everything look gray in Assassin's Creed 2. You know what the ultimate kick in the balls was? It ran at 30 fucking frames. They are frame locked to 30 fucking frames. God of War did this better than you, and they actually remastered their shit and made it run at 60 FPS. So what's the deal, Ubisoft? I buy your old game, I expect a remaster, but even whenever I lower my expectations, I am still disappointed. Do I hate this game? No. There's a part of me that still loves this game, but that part of me is the same part of me that would produce just a social link in Persona 4. A child. The 16-year-old in me says this game is probably the second worst thing I've ever played, right next to Mass Effect. And I played Brutal Legend. Past all those RTS sections, it still held my affection longer than Assassin's Creed 2. So I'm sorry, Ezio, but our road ends here.